Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in once again. So we are on some projects that we need to get finished up. So I finally got the Coronet painted. It's not my best work. I'm not happy with it. Again, this is to the point where it makes me just want to strip it all the way down and just start over. The trunk actually turned out pretty good this time. It looks okay. It's got a lot of debris in it for some reason. I had this thing super clean. Taped off the rest of the car, taped it. And that was it. So I think I'm just going to leave it because you got the trunk boot, basically the interior boot that goes with the back. So it's going to cover up half of it. And then you do have a decal that goes across the back. So it's going to cover some of it. The rest of the body is super slick. I mean, it looks good. So that's why I really don't want to mess with the rest of it. So I don't know. Maybe this is just me. Or maybe it's just a coincidental. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I'm going to say I probably am. I hope I am. I'm sure I am. So this has happened twice. I'm going to say this is 2 times this happened. So the debris that got in this car, this was obviously my fault. You know, first time I had my fingers, obviously I had grease on them or whatever it was. It fish-eyed and it did it again and did it again. And I think when I was wet sanding it, I just wasn't going far enough and it just reactivated. I don't know. And then the one time I got way too much dirt in, I thought, wow, that was really bad. Wet sanded again. So anyways, wet sand it really good. So this is where we ended up at. Drew some new panel lines in there just to bring those back. Put the paint on the shelf, right? So it's almost gone. So I thought, you know, I'm going to add a little thinner and it's just ready to spray. Ready to go. So it's been on the shelf now probably, I don't know, 3 weeks. And it wasn't much in there, just enough to, I know, to paint this. So I've noticed this twice. So as I'm painting it, I had, like I say, just had this masked off and this was super, super clean. And I had nothing in here running. The only thing running was my paint booth. And it was just super clean. So as I'm spraying it, I can see like dust hitting it or dirt or something in it. And I thought, okay, I just shot a spoon a second ago and it looked okay. But I'd noticed the spoon had some stuff in it too. And I thought, man, every time I shoot a spoon, it's always smooth as glass. Every time. But the spoon had a few dilemmas in it. So I thought, well, maybe. So I'm cleaning it or I'm painting it. And as I'm painting it, I'm seeing little spots getting in there. And I thought, is that the paint doing that? And my airbrush is super clean, so I know it's not the airbrush. And this happened to me another time. I did Tony's LX Mustang. And that was in the blue, non-metallic. Same thing. The first time we shot it was, I don't know why, we had tons of dirt in it, just for some reason. Then I tried wiping it with some stuff I had here, and it actually reacted to it, and it fish-eyed to it. So I just let the body cure out, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to paint it another time later on. Use that same bottle of paint, and that it sat for a couple weeks, I think, at that time. Painted it, and it did the same thing. Got this like weird little speckly, like almost like light sand in it. And I thought, what the heck? So I ordered a new bottle. Got a new bottle from Hobby Nut Models, a new bottle of MCW. Painted it again for like the 3rd time, and it turned out beautiful. No problems at all. So I don't know if it's something from being open and it's sitting, if it's certain particular colors, or maybe it's just some type of batch I had. I don't know, because the room stays really nice temperature in here, so I'm not really sure what that's all about, but that's my story. I'm sticking to it. So anyways, that is painted. So we're going to get on this and try to get this finished up, just to move on from this project and go from there. So I got a few stash ads. Went to Ollie's the other night. Ollie's in Bay City, Michigan. Haven't been in that store for a long time. And I saw a lot of you guys going to Ollie's getting model kits, and they only sell them, I know, for like certain times of the year. But I know when they buy stuff, they go big and they buy a lot of it, you know. So we went in there and I told the wife, says, hey, let's check it out. And I says, we got a new one coming into my town here in Carroll, Michigan. And they just haven't opened it yet. And I thought, man, kind of excited to see them coming in town here. Because they got a lot of cool stuff in there if you've never been in one. Anyways, I thought, I'll see if they got any model kits in there. Because I see all you guys get model, and I've never bought model kits from Ollie's. And I went in there, and sure as anything, they got a shelf there. It looked like those stuff probably left over from their last big batch they had. So I grabbed 3 of them, and I grabbed this kit here. My dad built this years ago, and if you look back in some of my old videos, my dad's old model kits that he built this a long time ago, and I remember him building it. I was a kid when he built this. The Ford Tri-Motor Airplane. So I thought, super cool. I have not seen this kit in a long time, and I thought, you know, for 12 bucks, I'm going to pick it up. I used to build a lot of aircraft back in the day. I did a lot of military stuff a long time ago, and I enjoyed it. I probably should get back into it a little bit. They had an Apache helicopter too. I almost grabbed it because it was 12 bucks as well. And it was a smaller scale, it wasn't a huge scale. Because back in the day, I had planes all over the place hanging up my room. They were everywhere. Looked like a battlefield going on in the sky there. But anyways, picked up this other kit. I know a lot of you guys have this. I mean, everybody that's been to Ollie's has probably bought this kit. And if you haven't, I don't know why. I mean, everybody's got one. The 99 Mustang SVT Cobra. So I should have picked up 2 of these. Looking back, I wish I would have got 2 of these. I just grabbed the one, but they had a ton of them there. So I grabbed this one. And, you know, you can't go wrong with a monogram kit. And I didn't know. I'm reading the back of this. I didn't realize this is Revell of Germany. So I thought, any of those kits, you know, are usually pretty good. But I've had this kit before. I got this built somewhere in one of my boxes, pre-built a long time ago. So I should have grabbed another one. I might get another one. So this one here was really him hauling on because you guys know I'm not a big, I'm not a Corvette fan. Hey, it's just the way it is. I'm just not a fan of them. Never have been. Now the new Corvette, the one that's out now, yeah, that looks nice. The Italian Chevy, that looks pretty good. Don't get me wrong, that looks really nice. But this one here was never my favorite Corvette. This was I just don't think the styling's that great. I mean, that's just me. I know a lot of you guys out there that you love this car. Hey, great, that's for you. But I seen this kit and I thought they only had the one there, and I figured maybe I'll grab it. And I got thinking, I got an idea for this kit. Yeah, I got an idea for this. You may like it, you may not. I don't know, but I think it'll look pretty cool. So, we're going to put this together one day, and I'll show you that's going to be coming up on some future build. I'd like to try, it's going to be in that diorama. We'll go that route. So it'd be nice. I'd like to try to get it done for Detroit. We'll see. We'll see. So other than that, we're going to get back to the bench, and we're going to be working on that Dodge and see if we can get this thing finished up. So let's take you over the bench and get started. Okay, guys, so back on the bench here. Like I say, we got our Dodge all painted up, so I'm not still super happy with that, but I'm going to leave it because the trunk boot does go across here and there will be a decal, so it will hide some of the imperfections. Yeah, I don't know, but the rest of it's just, she's nice, so I'm going to leave it. We're going to let it go. So I'm moving on to some of my group builds. So I mentioned to you for Jason's group build, for the Street Machine group build at Blue Ox Models, I'm going to do the 29 Ford and the 69 Shelby GT500. So I got the Shelby pretty much ready to go. It's been washed. I got the rear valance on and the front valance and sanded some mold lines, all that good stuff. And it's all nice and washed up, ready to go. So I was going to paint it MCW Indian Fire Metallic. I thought that'd be kind of a cool color. So I did a test run on a spoon. And I thought that's a really neat looking color. I thought that looked really good. So I thought I'd do that with the gold decals. I thought, man, that'd just pop. It looks sweet, right? Well, I'm looking, the decals got quite a rip in it. And I thought, this is an older kit. And I thought, well, so I was always tossed on another color. So this is another color I'm going to do, and I'm going to use the white decals. Light gunmetal metallic. Check that color out. That looks sweet on there. So that's what we're going to do instead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this mr.color Super Metallic 206. This is going to be my base. And then I'm going to shoot the blue over top of this. So that should work pretty good. So I'm going to take this over the paint booth and get it sprayed up. And I'll show you a start to finish on this, on how we're doing it. So I'll get this mocked up over there and we'll take you with us. Okay, we're going to start with our hood. And we're going to paint this with the Mr. Hobby 206 Super Metallic 2. Okay guys, now that we got that all painted up, we're going to do a little quick mix of our paint. So like I say, we are using the light gunmetal metallic. This is a 7159E for enamel. MCW Model Car World. This paint comes from Hobby Nut Models. You want to check out his website and get yourself a bottle. And we are using the MCW hardener. Like I said, I like keeping these little Tamiya jars, so I am almost out. So it's probably about last kit we're going to be able to, last model we're going to paint until I get some more. So I'm going to do my usual mix up on this. Do my 5 and 5. Like this is a beautiful color. This would look fantastic on that car. So like I say guys, when I'm mixing this, I always do the same mix every time. That way I know it comes out just like it should. So in my cups I do 0.5 milliliters of thinner and then 0.5 milliliters of paint. So I do a 1-to-1, 50-50, however you want to say it. Okay, we're going to mix that in there. So I can use this cup again because it just had thinner in it. And we're going to add a little bit of hardener to it. So with this mount I put anywhere between 0.5 to 0.7 milliliters of hardener in. Like so. Throw that one away because now it's got hardener mixed in with it. Okay, we'll get that mixed up. And this will be ready to spray. So with that mr.color super metallic, I have that in the easy bake oven right now just to make sure it's nice and clear. Okay, we'll give this a try and see how she goes. Take it over to the paint booth. Okay, as usual, we're going to do a little test on our spoon. Beautiful color. So we're going to hit a hood first. Very nice. Very nice color. Let that stand just for a second. We're going to grab the body, give that a shot. We'll come back to this one more time and call this one. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. So my last coat, I'm going to do just a wet coat. We're going to put a little bit more thinner in it and lighten her up just a little bit and color good.
Alright guys, we're going to check it out. It's been sitting in the oven for a bit. Kind of see where we're at here. So I'm going to leave it in here overnight. Just give it a quick look. So yeah, that turned out pretty good. Real nice shine to it. Beautiful color. Looks pretty clean. So we're going to run with that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And we got our hood sitting back there. So let's pull that out here quick. Yeah, so it turned out pretty nice. Yeah, so we'll paint the bottom of that hood when this cures out completely. And we'll go from there. So once again, I appreciate you guys tuning into the channel and checking out the build on these. And we will get some more progress done on the Dodge Coronet and get some more trim work done on this here once it dries out and cures a little more. It's been in here for about 3 hours right now, so it's almost dry to the touch, but I don't want to be that guy and put that fingerprint in there. So alright guys, I appreciate you watching, and we will see you the next time around. You guys have a good one. We'll see ya.